Hello and welcome to Talk Bowling, episode 79. I'm John Condon.
I'm Tony Rucco. Talk Bowling is proud to bring you the latest information from the bowling industry, bowling news, and updates on the largest internet bowling website, bowlingball.com.
No notes at all.
Right back in the swing of it.
Although it sounded like you screwed something up in there, but I'm not sure what.
It was dead on.
Dead on?
Mm-hmm.
Word for word?
Word for word. I practiced in the shower this morning.
I bet our viewers will pick up on any mistakes.
I'm sure they will.
They'll say, hey, you screwed up. We probably shouldn't be doing this. It's probably being picked up on the mic.
Probably. All right.
Get right into it.
Sure.
All right, first question is from Jake. What exactly is a hybrid reactive cover stock? What is it a hybrid of? I know it's essentially a more toned-down cover stock typically seen on balls more suited to medium to dry oil lanes. Just wondering what its composition is. Composition.
Okay. Hybrid cover stocks basically are a combination of solid and pearl reactive cover stocks. Typically a solid ball gives you a more aggressive mid-lane reaction.
Right, earlier roll.
Right, and a pearlized ball gives you more down-lane reaction. So manufacturers have been trying to, I think they're really just trying to come up with something new.
Right.
So
it might be more marketing.
They've combined the two to attempt to give you the best of both worlds. So it's a hybrid reactive.
And they've become more popular lately.
Yeah. Some people, it can vary on your bowling style. Some people really throw hybrid reactive balls well, just based on the tilt, their speed, their rev rate, that kind of thing. Some people find that it can be too early, or they prefer to go with one or the other. They prefer a solid and then play with the cover stock, or a pearl and play with the cover stock. So
right. But in the end, you can adjust the cover stocks on
hybrids.
Any ball.
Yeah, most hybrids look pearlized, at least what I've seen. You don't see a lot of dull hybrids, but there's a few. Most of them are shiny though. It looks like a pearl ball to me.
Hope that answered you. It really is just what it says, a hybrid of the two.
Yep.
And then he asks the second question. Can you explain the dual angle layout process? I've noticed over the course of your ball reviews that you guys seem to be using that process more and more. What exactly are the benefits of using it?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll give him the tech stuff afterwards.
All right, you give him the tech. What I wrote down is any layout, laying out a ball is simply positioning the core relative to your positive access point.
Right.
We've talked about it in past videos, and there really is not a lot more to it. How you get to that positioning is up to you, whether it's dual angle, PSA, or what did you guys used to use?
Well, you can use, it's really what a PSA is. You can use, gradient lines or whatever and get to your desired numbers. You really come up with, we used to, before all this technology and before people were naming things, we would kind of blindly drill a ball. We'd have an idea. We'd know we'd want that pin maybe 3 3/8 or 4 inches from our axis. And then after we drilled it, if we really liked it, then we'd go back and make sure we had all the measurements so we could duplicate it. Really all they're doing is giving you a way to, they're making it a little easier on ball drillers. Dual angle layouts, PSA layouts makes it easy because it puts a number to it and you can make your ball react the same as my ball based on all of our different pieces. Dual angle.
Well, before you get into that, I wanted to say, we get a lot of questions about pin compared to grip. Like, I have the pin below my ring finger. That means absolutely nothing because pin below my ring finger is way
totally
different.
Yeah. They used to be how you would say it. When I first started, that's what it was. It was, I want the pin above my finger. And you would do that, and then you'd obviously get different ball reactions from bowler to bowler.
Right.
So yeah, that's a good point. Dual angle consists of 3 parts. Just so you know, there's the drilling angle, which is a 10 to a 90 degree angle. That is the angle. Draw a line from the pin through the mass bias or the pin through the CG if it's a symmetrical ball. Then you have the pin to your PAP distance, which that's the one, you'll always have that piece. That's a constant, no matter what layout you're using or what layout technique you're using. And then you have the angle between your pin to PAP line and the VAL, which is a 20 to 70 degree. And that positions the angle that you're going to put the holes in the ball.
Right. That's almost equivalent to in the PSA layout, the pin buffer.
The pin buffer, correct.
And I know Morich says to 70 degrees on that layout, or that measurement, but I think when I wrote it up on our site, you go to 90 degrees, and that's the Rico layout.
Yeah, you can get there. I think he's saying you can get it past 70. Usually you don't get into that past 70 unless you back into the number. If you just put 3 holes in the ball, then you want to know what the dual angle is on it. You'll find out. And yeah, the Rico is you're going to get that laid down. Right. So that's pretty much it. But like John said, it's just a method of getting to how the ball is going to react for you. It's trying to make it universal. It's trying to make it easier on ball drillers, which we need because there's a lot of stuff out there today.
Exactly. All right, next question is from Relback3, YouTube username. My question is, I started bowling with a 5-step approach, switched to a 4-step approach. I feel like sometimes a longer approach may be the thing to do for speed, revs, or both. What is the difference, and how do you know when to move up or move back? Come on, do it.
No, I'm not doing it. Okay, my opinion is I don't switch from a 4 to a 5-step. I've gone back and forth. I don't do it in the middle of bowling.
Right.
I know people who do, and they do it well, and that's great. They say the same thing. They say they use 5-step approach when they do need more speed on the ball because they feel like that longer approach gives them, I guess, more build up or whatever. For me, if I ever were to switch back and forth, it's a timing thing. It's just, I don't know. It's just I've been with 5-step for a long time now, and I don't switch back and forth. There's some pros that do. There's some really good scratch bowlers that I know that do. And I don't personally move forward and back on the approach. I hear people all the time when they leave a flat 10, they move up, or when they leave a 7, they move back, and they tweak their approach. The only time you'll see me move up or down, or forward or back on the approach, is as I get deeper, I do tend to move up on the approach. Part of it is because I feel like it keeps my feet a little slower, which reduces my ball speed. And 2, a lot of times as I migrate left, on the right lane I'm getting into the ball return, which means I'm getting in front of the ball return. So for consistency between the 2, I move up so that on the left lane I'm just as far up as I am on the right lane. But that's something you just have to play around with.
I do move back and forward a little bit for ball speed. If I feel like I keep coming up high and I feel like I'm almost there and I need just a little more speed, I will move a good foot back, but I still stick with the 5-step. As far as preference, I mean, it is your preference whether you go 4 or 5.
Yeah, when we're giving lessons, we will usually use the 5-step approach. That starter step tends to help people, and it does tend to get your body into a little more timing. With the 4, you have to start the ball right away.
And remember, with the 5, you push the ball out on the 2nd step, not the 1st.
John so badly wants to reference something that I'm not letting him reference.
So the first step, just start with your left foot. There you go. All right.
You're welcome.
How do you contact us?
You contact us for email at questions@talkbowling.com. You can leave a comment on talkbowling.com, or you can tweet us at talkbowling.
There you go. This episode is brought to you by champsports.com.
Ooh,
new one. Did you know that champsports.com offers you a winning selection in sportswear and shoes from leading brands in the industry? Whether you are into basketball, soccer, baseball, or just plain old running, Champ Sports has the shoes for you. With name brands like Nike, Jordan, Adidas, and more, you are sure to find something that suits you. I did write this from scratch, by the way. Champ Sports is for the ultimate sports fan. Talk bowling viewers, man, I can't talk there. Talk bowling viewers can save 10% off orders over $50 by using promotion code AFTALKCH. And if you spend over $75, use promotion code AFBOWLCH to save 15% instead. We are a paid affiliate of Champ Sports. That means we only get paid when you shop. Help support us by supporting our sponsors.
All right. We have like people walking by. All right. In closing, please remember that bowlingball.com is free shipping on every order every day. No handling fees, no added insurance fees. The price shown is the price you pay at checkout. No surprises. That's right. And remember, you can save 10 off 60 using Google Checkout for the next
week or so.
Yeah, depending on when this launches, for the next week or so.
It ends on February 12th. And if you use eBill.me, you can save 5%.
That's right.
Or you get 5% cash back
right
on every order.
So check that out.
Limit.
I think that's it.
Balls, new releases,
anything? We talked about them. We did some videos last night. The Infinite Theory video will be up soon. The Motive Primal TV4 maybe.
TV4, I think.
Okay, that'll be up, and the new Lane 1 release, the Boomerang, will be up shortly as well. So check those out.
Yes, thank you very much for watching.
Thanks a lot. I didn't even look at the last one. How did they come out?
Yeah, it was alright. I look like a monster.
Like a monster. We seem further away than normal.
I can fix that. Hey, look at that. All fixed.